Just like many other features in Excel, when you import a graphic into Excel, you then have access to the Picture Tools and the Format tab of the ribbon. To show this, notice that I will make this graphic active on my screen. As soon as I make it the active image on my screen, I can then come up here to my Picture Tools and Format tab that are now displaying. Within the Format tab, I can then adjust the display of this image by applying many different format settings to that image. Notice that here in the Adjust group, I can adjust the brightness by selecting that and then choosing one of my brightness settings. And notice that as I scroll over these various settings in the drop-down menu, I am immediately seeing how that setting applies to my image. The same is true of the contrast option. If I select this, I again get a drop-down menu, and as I hover over each of these various settings, you will see your image reflect that contrast. I can recolor it by choosing a color variation. And notice again it will reflect that new color variation. I can also compress the picture by choosing Compress Pictures. This will allow me to actually reduce the file size of the image, compressing it down in file size, which will make your workbook lower in file size as well. I can change the picture by choosing Change Picture command, and this will cause the picture to swap out with another picture, or you can actually switch the pictures on your screen. You can also reset the picture to its original image by choosing Reset Picture. You also have a Picture Styles group, and if I expand this out by clicking the More option, notice that I can choose a new fill for the image. And let me pull this over so we can see some of this. I can also choose a line color and adjust that, align style, add a shadow, apply 3D format, apply 3D rotation, apply a picture, as well as add a text box. So there's quite a few options here that you can add under the Format Pictures group. And you'll find all of these in the various commands that are listed here in the ribbon. You can also go to the Arrange group and use this to arrange multiple images that might be on your screen. You can bring one to the front or send one to the back, as well as if you choose Selection pane, you have access now to a Selection Invisibility pane that allows you to jump between multiple images. Because I only have one image on my screen, I am only seeing that image displayed here. But if I were to copy this image and then paste it, notice that now I have two images and I can jump between them by simply selecting those images. Let's go ahead and return to the Format tab here and notice that our final command or option is our size, and if I select that, I can then lower or increase the size of my image by simply clicking the up or down arrows for height and width. This keeps the image in its original proportions. Now I can also come out here, make an image active, and notice that I have handles in the corners as well as in the middle of the border of the image. If I grab a handle that is in the corner, I will get this double arrow tool, and if I click and drag, I can manually resize this image. If I grab one of the middle handles, I will distort the image. As you can see, Excel offers many commands for adding charts and graphic images to your worksheet. I am guessing that you are seeing a lot of uses for Excel in both home and work. Let's bring this chapter to a close by working on our project and finalizing our product list menu. If you like, please open up your product list from the previous movie, or if you like, you can open up a start file that reflects the development of the class up to this point. This would be 1014 start, and when you open that up, you will see that this is our Raspberry Brigade menu, and we have one image within this workbook. Go ahead and on the menu tab of this workbook, add another image and then use the various commands that you find in the Picture Tools and Format tab of your ribbon to alter that image and change its display. Take some time and play around with these features. They are very, very powerful. I am impressed with what Microsoft has added for editing and modifying images that you import into your worksheets. Get to know these tools, and when you have your menu as you would like, please save it and then move on to the next chapter.